and I'm a first-time author. May I start by asking, has anyone here published a book? Besides you two gentlemen, obviously. Have any of you published books? Have any of you ever wanted to publish a book? Oh, come on now. Okay, well, I thought about publishing a book for 30 years. And I guess my one message is, don't ever give up on your dreams. Because I thought about it for 30 years. It took me 3 months to write it, and 3 more years to find a publisher to publish it. So it's a long procedure. But I'm so proud of this. ABC's from Ghana with love, and Mr. Parchment has already bought 2 for grandchildren and children in his life. If we had time, I would call on him to read it to you as a grandfather. What inspired me is that I have made 2 trips to Ghana with my church, and in the front I've got a picture of the delegation of the 6 folks who went from Fredericksburg Presbyterian Church over to Ghana, and we have a sister church in Accra, Osun North Presbyterian, and we went over to celebrate the dedication of their chapel. And this fabric that we're all wearing, the same fabric, is called Anniversary Fabric, and it has the picture of their church and the 30th anniversary symbolized on that. I am a literacy specialist for a Head Start program and have done that for 19 years. And in that capacity have set up a children's library, a community volunteer reader program, and have set up a book giveaway program to our children for their homes, stressing to our parents that they're their first and most important teacher in their children's lives, and the single most important thing they can do with their children is to read to them daily to assure their success in school. So it was sort of natural for me to go with the format of ABC book, which I've done. We took 2,000 photographs in the 2 weeks that we were there in 2005. I was there in also 2002 with the Presbytery of the James Group out of Richmond. And I credited my delegation friends because a lot of the pictures we all took the same picture. So I took the best one. But again, it was 3 years of trying to find a publisher. And the publisher that I chose and that chose to do this for me is Wayne Dementi, Dementi Milestone Publishing out of Richmond. And if you haven't heard of him, you might be soon, because he has written and published the book Secretariat that you may have heard of recently about the horse. So he said Ghana and Secretariat have been his life for the last year. And the movie's coming out on Friday. And I happened to meet him because he came out of retirement. The Dementi family's been in photography in Richmond since 1924, and he had the family had retired this business. He had gone out of business and retired, but he came out of retirement to do my son's wedding pictures. So I met him at my son's wedding because his son and my son are friends. And I asked if he'd meet with me because I had done this book, and he got caught up in it. And he said, I'm caught up in your enthusiasm because your love of Ghana is showing through, and I want to share this with you. So we met, and 5 months later I had 1,000 books delivered into my driveway. And last May we did the 2nd publishing, and we've gotten 3,000 more books. And part of what I do with my literacy work at Head Start is, as I said, to give away books. We have to date given away 19,000 books to Head Start children for their homes. And last fall, I gave away 800 of these books. The first 800 of the 1,000 we got, I gave away through collecting community donations, which allowed us to publish the book, pay for the first 800, and then give the books away to Head Start children. So we have now, they invited me to the state conference last spring, and I had one order from the largest Head Start program in the state of Virginia ordered 1,500 books for their children. And that paid for our 2nd publishing before we, even ordered them. So to date, we've sold 3,000 books, and 2,500 of them are in Head Start children's hands and homes. So it's been a joy. It's been an absolute blessing and an absolute joy. I've spent 30 years in education, from preschool to community college level work, and feel that I've had many, many blessings in my life, and that included in that is my 2 trips to Ghana. The people of Ghana are warm and caring and loving, and we have to be very, very careful. I brought some fabrics. In here, one of the pictures under K is kente fabric, and we have Eddie the weaver, who made the kente fabric. The beautiful fabrics that they make, we would comment when we go to a church service, you'd like something. Well, you had to be really careful, because the next Sunday they would have made you a shirt or made you a dress out of that fabric and given it to you, because they were just such generous, caring people. The first trip that I went over in 2002, we toured the mission fields, and the poverty, I mean, we saw ladies that walked anywhere from 2 blocks to 2 miles with vessels of water on their heads to provide for their family for the day. And yet when we got ready to leave, they came in a rickety old pickup truck that was overflowing with papayas and mangoes and pineapples and all of the produce that they had to give us. So we took it back to where we were staying, and there were other groups staying, and we shared the food with everyone that was staying in the facility where we were. It's been an incredible experience, and I would love to share it with you if that is something you would like for a grandchild, godchild, gifts for holidays, gifts for birthdays. It's a wonderful introduction to the country of Ghana. I wrote it thinking 3 to 6-year-olds. I have spoken to 5th graders who absolutely loved it. They sat and took turns reading it around the circle and were just on the edge of their seats with it. I've spoken, this is now my 2nd time to visit with the college. Went to Mary Washington College and shared with them. And I'm honored to be at Howard today and to be sharing with you. I think that will be about all we need to say. And thank you for having me, Mr. James.
Thank you.